This is the Synthetic Signal Report for Thursday, July 2nd, 2026, in the morning. Today, we track the dangerous surge in malicious apps masquerading as security tools, the integration of Kimi K2.7 into GitHub Copilot, Google's commitment to privacy-preserving age assurance, and the implications of the landmark antitrust fine against Google in the European Union. A critical security threat has emerged within the Android ecosystem. Malicious actors are distributing apps that falsely claim to provide developer verification for software security. Instead of providing the promised protection, these applications are actively exfiltrating sensitive credentials and injecting malware into developer environments. Analysis from F-Droid confirms that these tools exploit the trust developers place in verification utilities to gain administrative-level access to local build environments. This is a targeted campaign aimed at compromising the software supply chain. Developers are strongly advised to audit their build pipelines and immediately remove any unofficial or unverified verification tools, as these represent a high-severity risk to both code integrity and organizational security. The European Union has upheld a record-breaking $4.7 billion antitrust fine against Google regarding its Android business practices. The court's decision concludes that Google used its dominant position to effectively block rivals from the mobile search market. This judgment serves as a structural intervention against the bundling of services that forces manufacturers to prioritize Google Search and Chrome in exchange for access to the Play Store. This is a significant development in the broader effort to decouple essential digital infrastructure from the commercial interests of dominant tech firms. Analysts expect this ruling to trigger long-term changes in how mobile operating systems are configured in European markets, potentially opening the door for greater competition in browser and search engine choice. GitHub has integrated the Kimi K2.7 code model into the Copilot ecosystem. This marks a shift in how code generation is being handled at the enterprise level, as Kimi K2.7 is specifically tuned for performance in complex, multi-language repositories. The integration allows developers to leverage this specialized model for deeper refactoring tasks and improved security analysis during the coding process. While this increases developer productivity, the community is currently debating the trade-offs regarding telemetry. As these models gain deeper access to private code bases, security teams are focusing on how to audit the prompts and context that are sent to these external models to prevent accidental leaks of sensitive logic. Google has announced a new initiative to utilize zero-knowledge proof technology for online age assurance. This approach allows users to prove they meet specific age requirements without revealing their actual date of birth or other identifying information to the service provider. By leveraging cryptographic verification, Google aims to minimize the amount of sensitive personal data stored on their servers. This is an under-the-radar development that signals a shift toward privacy-preserving identity verification. If successful, this architecture could replace current data-heavy verification methods, offering a template for how major platforms can comply with safety regulations without creating massive, centralized databases of user identities. Community sentiment today is characterized by high vigilance regarding tool integrity and infrastructure security. First, the security community is sounding the alarm on a critical arbitrary file upload vulnerability in the Divi Form Builder plugin for WordPress. Because this flaw allows for remote code execution, it is being actively targeted by automated scanners. Administrators must patch to the latest version immediately. Second, developers are closely monitoring the emergence of bioshocking attacks, where adversaries trick AI-integrated browsers into stealing session credentials via manipulated visual outputs. This highlights a new, dangerous interface between human users and AI assistants. Third, incident responders are focusing on the 40 Bleed campaign, which is currently linked to significant ransomware deployments. The community is highlighting that manual audits of these systems are failing, and automated scanning is required to detect post-exploitation activity. Finally, the new agent skill Conference Watch is gaining traction among researchers. It automates the tracking of deadlines for global AI conferences, reflecting a trend toward using autonomous agents to manage professional workflows. Sysadmins are cautioned that as these agentic tools become more embedded, the need for robust identity lifecycle management has never been more urgent.